Right, is Mr. PSX here being angry as fuck on this stupid ass camera? Keeps cutting the recording off constantly for some reason now. As all I'm trying to say is that I've gone through my Half-Life discs recently, and I've ranted about the versions the games have with those and some features, but there's some bonus content inside those. Half-Life, my bestseller series disc, has Half-Life Uplink and Team Fortress Classic version 1 as a custom game. Now I've done things already, so there's some stuff. But that disc also has Worldcraft 2.1 as a bonus. No idea how it works, but I've tried that on my main PC, and that's v1.0.1.0, and well, Opposing Force doesn't like it. It needs 1.0.1.5, and luckily that disk has a patch if you don't have it, and it also gives another Team Fortress Classic for some odd reason, and WONswap, and a bit hidden, but it has Homeworld demo on it. Whatever game this is, but it says this is downloadable demo, but is it truly when all you do is transfer stuff from a CD? Get out. And Blue Shift, that one has the game and Opposing Force multiplayer, which needs Half-Life version 1.1.0.6. If you don't have that, there's a patch for it. It also upgrades Team Fortress Classic to Team Fortress 1.5 and lifts the disk requirement from Half-Life and Opposing Force. They need the disk when installed, and I don't know when, but with 1.1.0.6 they do not need the disk anymore. But the Blue Shift does. And there's of course the HD model pack as well, but who needs that? And that's the regular discs that I have. The Half-Life Generation discs. Half-Life has nothing this time, and it's version 1.1.0.8. And it needs no discs to actually play, which is nice. Then Counter-Strike. That one is a bit interesting. Is this any faster now? Yeah, a bit. This is how it installs. And this is ugly as all hell. But Counter-Strike disk has a patch. It's v1.43, 1.0.0.0, but with that patch it becomes v45 and 1.0.0.3. And that menu text looks uglier as all hell. And I recall it also gives that one, or was it opposing force or blue shift? I don't know, it gives less these shortcuts overall, this generation set. But yeah, Counter-Strike needs no disk. And there's also a patch for opposing force, but that's the same 1.1.0.8. That opposing force also is a long half-life. And yeah, opposing force, it is a custom game. And that disk, generation disk as well, comes with Homeworld demo and WONswap and all that jazz. And finally there's blue shift, which doesn't run on my VMs. Neither version runs. There's no opposing force multiplayer anymore, but there's the HD pack. But the patch for 1.1.0.6 still remains on the disk, and it downgrades your Half-Life installation if you do it. Remember, these are v1.1.0.8. But Blue Shift now has CD audio, interestingly. And yeah, I have probably mentioned... Why is this so freaking slow? I have mentioned these before, but custom games, this thing comes with many custom stuff. Like Half-Life Deathmatch Classic Firearms, Opposing Force CTF, Ricochet, Team Fortress, Wanted, Redemption. That's like the only single player. Yeah, Opposing Force needs no disk. Blue Shift is the only one that needs the disk. Yes. And how do I know? They require the disk when you start anything from the menu, pretty much. Blue Shift needs a disk, a disk. Man. But that's that. Between my regular disks and the generation set. What a difference, as we can see here. Different versions come with different stuff. All these bonuses. And yeah, Counter-Strike needs the CD key for Half-Life. And yeah, I did swap the CD keys when I installed these VM thingies and all the stuff in them, so my regular CD keys can do with generation, and generation keys can do with my regular disks. Blue Shift doesn't have any CD key stuff, mind you. So that's that. But yeah, I need to install that 1.1.0.6 patch for Blue Shift with the Opposing Force multiplayer, now that I've done with 1.0.1.5 Half-Life. Well, and play some games again. And try that generation Blue Shift on my Win 7 here. to see what version it is. I have no idea if that's updated or something, but it has CD audio there. That's one difference I know. As this one can run Half-Life, I've tried. Whoa. But I guess is Mr. PSX out of here. Goodbye, sirs, and all that jazzy stuff for now. I guess